Hello, fourth graders. Senora Femin here. Yesterday, we began our final unit of writing for the year. We really hope you'll enjoy it. We read an essay about bugs where the author expressed or told us his opinion of bugs. Here's that essay. And before we go on any further, I want you to consider or think about, why do you think that the author wrote this? And also, who might the author be trying to convince about something, and why? So as I'm looking over it, I think this person possibly might be writing to people that like bugs, to try and convince them to take their opinion of not liking bugs. So that would kind of answer why the author wrote it, and then maybe who, too, like just possibly people that don't like bugs. So when you're going to be looking at persuasive essays, we're going to always remember, and if we were in class, we'd be writing a chart that says things we notice about persuasive essays. And the first thing we're going to write on that chart, if you're picturing it, is that the author's purpose is to convince the reader about something. So when you're writing a persuasive essay, that's what your reason is to write it. And also, when an author or a person writes a persuasive essay, they write with a certain audience or in mind, or like they have a certain person in mind who they want to consider what they're saying. So today we're going to read a second persuasive essay, and as you can imagine, this is more for people who are trying, this author is trying to convince people that insects are amazing. So listen while I read, and you be thinking about, what is this author's opinion of bugs, and how do you know that? Like, what words did this author use? Here's the essay. Insects are amazing. I don't like it when people call insects bugs. That means that they bug them. Insects don't bug me. I actually think they are amazing. They are cool to watch, fun to play with, and interesting to learn about. And right here, before I go on anymore, I'm going to just kind of point out that the author told us right there. Oops, that didn't work very good, did it? I'll see if I can fix that. I think I can, but maybe not. We better get an eraser on, huh? Sorry about that, fourth graders. You know I'm not the best with technology. Anyways, I wanted to point out that right here it says, I actually think they are amazing. The author is clearly stating their opinion, and we know that because it says that right there. He also gives reasons why he thinks they're amazing. They're cool to watch, fun to play with, and interesting to learn about. All right, let's keep continuing reading this essay to get more details about that. Insects are important because they help plants and animals. For example, ladybugs eat aphids. Aphids eat the flowers in your garden. If you want a healthy garden, leave those ladybugs alone. Also, when an animal or a plant dies, insects eat it to help break it down. If you don't want a lot of smelly dead animals around, let those insects do their work. Also, many animals eat insects. I bet you think birds are beautiful. If there were no bugs, many birds would die because they need insects to eat. Insects are also cool to watch and learn about. They do all sorts of cool things. For instance, ants can carry 10 times their weight. In addition, ants and many other kinds of insects, like bees, can communicate without talking. They can tell each other where food is or where danger is by the way they move or by leaving scents. Have you ever watched all the moths that fly to a light at night? Why do they do that? How come they don't run into each other? These are the kinds of questions that entomologists, people who study insects, ask and get to figure out. That to me sounds like a pretty cool job. Lastly, I don't see why insects are such a big deal since they don't usually bother people. Most insects live under rocks or in places that people don't always go. Most just want to be left alone. It seems to me that we should just leave them alone and let them do their work. When we do see them, we should just study them and learn more about them. I hope you will think twice before you kill the next insect you see. That insect might be food for an animal, or it might be helping in some way you don't know about. Maybe if you think twice, you will even agree with me that insects are amazing. Now, the author that wrote that essay had a different purpose than the first essay that we looked at yesterday. I would say that this author is trying to convince us that insects are important, and I'm guessing you would agree with me. I would also add that maybe she wants us to study bugs instead of killing them. Now, who do you think the audience for Insects Are Amazing is? Do you think it might be kids who will kill insects for fun because they don't know much about them? Or maybe it could be that they want us to think about all the ways that insects are helpful? I also want you to think about comparing this essay to the one that we read together yesterday. Bugs are creepy. Which essay is more persuasive or convincing to you, and why? I want you to really think about that. Yesterday's essay gave lots of reasons why bugs are creepy and gross. Today's essay gave lots of reasons why insects are important. Which one is more persuasive to you? Think about that. Maybe even stop this for a second and think about it before you go on. For today, your assignment is going to be to answer this question in a discussion post in Schoology. You will also be commenting. Compare this essay to the one you read yesterday. Which essay is more persuasive or convincing to you, and why? You will post to the discussion which essay you agree with more, and you will also tell why. Look for examples of discussion posts on Schoology.